Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a new video. Would you like to learn how to make wudu as Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to do it? Let's start. Why is wudu important? Wudu is important because you cannot pray without it. Wudu must be done before performing prayers. How to make wudu? Number one, make the niyyah or intention to perform wudu. Niyyah is a must and very essential when it comes to acts of worship because it differentiates between things you would do for some reasons and for some other purposes from the things that you would do because it's kinds of worship. For example, you are going to learn in wudu that you should be washing your hands up to wrists, and people could be washing their hands for different reasons. So niyyah is important because it differentiates between someone who would be washing his hands because they were dirty from another one who's washing his hands because he is performing wudu. Number two is to say Bismillah. Bismillah means in the name of Allah. It's highly recommended that before you do anything to say Bismillah. So here is about making wudu. So the meaning for the word Bismillah here is I am starting making my wudu by mentioning Allah's name. Number three is to wash hands up to the wrists. You wash both of your hands by rubbing them to each other's, and make sure you also rub between your fingers, and you make this for 3 times. Then comes number 4, which is to rinse your mouth for 3 times. Get a handful of water with your right hand, put it into your mouth, and rinse your mouth for 3 times. Then number 5, which is sniff your nose for 3 times. Get water by your right hand and sniff it into your nose and blow it out gently. You make this also for 3 times. Then number 6, which is washing your face for 3 times. Wash your face starting from the hairline up to the bottom of your chin, and from ear to ear, and you rub your face with the water. For you make this thing for 3 times. Then comes number 7, which is washing arms up to the elbows for 3 times. Wash both of your arms, starting by the right one. You start from the fingertips, and you wash it all the way till you go to the elbows. And here is a very important thing that a lot of people miss, which is that elbows must be included. So this part, the elbow, must be covered and washed by the water. A lot of people do not care, or they just put their arms down the water tap, and the water doesn't reach this part. So elbows must be included in the washing. Then we go to number 8, which is wiping over head, and this is for 1 time. You get your hands wet, both of your hands wet, and put them on the front of your head, and you wipe entire your head by going back to the back of your head and then bring them back to the front of your head. You do this for once. Then wipe your ears inside and outside. Get your fingers wet, and then put your indexes inside your ears and your thumbs to be at the back of your ears, and you start wiping from inside and outside the ears for 3 times. Then number 10 is to wash both of your feet up to the ankles. You do this for 3 times, and also you start with your right foot. And here also a common mistake that a lot of people might be having is that they are not paying attention to their heels. So when they, when they raise their foot onto the sink, so the water goes, yes, and covers this part, but doesn't cover the heels. And this is a common mistake. Heels and ankles up to this part must be washed. It's also highly recommended that you rub between your toes. You do this for 3 times, starting with your right foot. Then number 11, which is following the order, that you must be following the order and the sequence as mentioned above. Then number 12 is to recite an important dua, and this is not a must. Number 12 is not a must, but it's highly recommended to say it. So after you finish, it's highly recommended for you to recite this coming dua, which says, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله, which means I testify that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. He is all by himself and he has no partner. And I testify that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is Allah's slave and messenger. So this is how to make wudu. And these are the correct and the most perfect way to do your wudu as Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to do it. So if you like the video, hit the like button down the video and subscribe the channel and leave your comment down the video. Tell us how do you find this video and what would you like to see on our channel. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.